But I never had a family, so I didn't know what it was. My father died, was in an accident, and died when I was 14. And Mom had to send us up to district to my brother of my father's first wife's children. And then he took me to the welfare, and that's the way I stayed until I was 16. So I didn't have any memories much except going from house to house. So getting that family was a prize, and the kind of a present family.
You hit the jackpot.
I did.
You were blessed.
I was. And I appreciate it so much, having it.
Everybody knew each other. The families always seemed to be very friendly, and when you walk down the street, someone would always know who you were and call your name. It was just a large community, all in one, with the families getting together and enjoying each other's company. Going to school was like a mile and a half away. We all walked to school, and not 4 foot of snow like you hear someone say. But yes, it was an adventure, and at the same time an experience that you can't really forget about.
When we moved from Virginia to North Carolina, we actually were able to live in the Star House for the summer. And Uncle Archie was still alive, and we lived there with him from end of May, June, July, August, maybe, I don't know. 3 months, something like that. And it was just us, our family, and Uncle Archie. And it was just a magical summer. I can't even explain the feeling. Archie was just such a, I don't know.
It's a nice little town that seems to have a lot going for it. But since all the families moved away from there, I guess just the fact that that's where you grew up at, and your roots are there, and you go to see the town. It's not what it was back in the 30s and 40s. But yes, it was a nice place to visit, and you'll always remember it.
Oh yeah, and of course there were 6 of us in service during the war, and we were fortunate enough to all get back without a scratch. I think the only injury was Frank. I think when he jumped out of an airplane one time, he turned his ankle. But it wasn't broken or anything, and he got over that right away.
My hobbies, oddly enough, are genealogy and geomorphology. Music is my business. Geomorphology is my hobby. And genealogy. The Stouts, I think my 8th grandfather migrated from Pennsylvania to a little town called Snow Camp, North Carolina. That's not far from Chapel Hill. He was a Quaker, and that was a heavy Quaker community. So he settled in that Snow Camp area in the 1760s. And a lot of the Stouts have stayed within that region, including the original 12.
Yeah, I can. First was Uncle Carl, full of hot air, then Uncle Cecil with lots to spare. Aunt Kat, you're such a kitten. Uncle Frank, he had a high position. Aunt, who is after Uncle Frank?
Well, I don't know them in order, but there's Cecil and there's George, Hal, Archie, Freddie, Martha, Ruth, Ralph. Don't let
George.
me forget any of them. Thank you, Lord. And there's George. I said George.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Neil.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
Uncle Ralph, but wives
They-
forever. Aunt Maude, bikinis never. Uncle Freddie with the cute little jokes. Uncle Archie's laughter coats. Uncle Neil, 6 toes and all. Aunt Ruth, you are so small. Uncle Hal, who plans all the fun, and Uncle George, we wish you would come.
There you go.
All right. Real question: is the Stout family intimidating?
No, not at all. Not at all.
What are we then?
Loving.
So then, what do the family reunions mean to you?
To me,
Hard
a
work.
lot of work.
I know, to all of us.
Seeing all our wonderful people and seeing the love that is spread out through generations, and how everyone cares for each other, and it's just so satisfying to see the reunion continue, and hopefully it'll continue for years to come.